Does really everyone put their mobile phones into airplane mode during a flight? There are definitely people who don't. I've watched my mom not do it. The plane didn't crash. But there's no reason not to. It saves battery and you won't get service anyway. Yes, because you can't get cell service at cruising altitudes and you don't want your phone to keep searching for a network the whole flight. Other than that, there is no safety risk to the plane. Typically you do not have service that high up in the air. In fact, your cell phone dies faster as it's constantly searching for cell service with none available. I have always understood that all the talk of a safety issue with phones on planes is a distraction. I've spent a lot of time in airplane cockpits and know that there has never been a conflict between an onboard phone transmitter and avionics. For a while this was a top safety concern. There is a safety concern from ground stations, as they operate at a much higher transmitting power. Cellular ground stations can interfere with aircraft radio altimeters, which pilots depend on in low visibility weather. However, minimally powered cell phone transmitters have never been shown to cause any kind of issue. Leaving your phone in normal mode will wear down your battery much faster. Back in my day, when we didn't have airplane mode, there was one day I saw a plane cross our path maybe 1,500 feet below us. Shortly after, the captain announced that everyone please turn off their phones and he sounded upset. Since then, I was always very careful to turn it off. But now I believe there is no longer a risk to cockpit communications from cell phones. I do always use airplane mode. I do, purely to stop anyone texting or calling. A couple of hours peace and quiet with a perfect excuse. Yes, because phone batteries die quickly when they're searching for signal. I don't plan on sitting around doing nothing waiting for a phone to charge once I land. If cell phones could hurt planes, they wouldn't let you board with them. I imagine it's like those tags on your mattress that say it's illegal to remove lol. They ask for phone to be turned off because cell signals can possibly interfere with radar altimeters. Those allow the plane to know its exact distance from the ground when landing in low visibility. The FAA has been covering up the possible faulty equipment and it became a regulation. It's only an issue if the device is malfunctioning. But with multiple redundant GPS systems and GPS approaches, it's really not an issue anymore. It's still worth doing to save battery. The only point where any risk actually exists is during landing within 1,000 feet of the ground. I'm flying in a plane right now without airplane mode on. So far, everything is going fine. They don't care. The problem this caused was fixed decades ago. I have for GPS. I got a surprisingly accurate reading on a boating plotter. Nice to know I was doing 890 kilometers per hour over QLD Australia. My stepdad was a commercial airline pilot and he can't get much closer to the instruments than that. Airplane mode is a FCC requirement so the cell phone signal isn't bouncing off random cell phone towers at 600 miles per hour. But you lose cell phone voice and data connection at around 36k feet anyway. Wi-Fi still works with airplane internet. I fly a lot in flight station, cockpit, and never shut my phone off. In fact, we often set our phones on the co-pilot shelf against the window to get service, even at 29,000 feet. I do, but I am sure some don't. But that hardly matters with modern airplanes. Maybe in the early days of cell phones it did matter, but I don't know the specifics. Radio devices are required to be FCC compliant, and as part of that, cannot interfere with things like airplanes. Can you imagine how bad of a system an airplane would be if someone's cell phone could take it down? I do. If there was any danger, they wouldn't just tell you to do it. It's not like they are content with saying, "Please don't bring a bomb on the flight."
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.